The path to consistent profitability, it's not a mystery. Banks, hedge funds, institutions, they all have R&D departments which are constantly working on either tweaking strategies that they're currently implementing or developing new strategies. And although there's variations and there's slight differences in the way they go about it, the basic way, the path, the method to developing edge, to developing a profitable strategy, it's not that much different. So when I was developing as a trader and working on my own strategies, I went through almost a dozen different strategies before I finally found one that would work. I developed edge in almost a dozen different strategies before I finally found one that I liked, that worked for my personality and worked for my lifestyle. And I realized that actually what I found was a method for developing a profitable strategy across any time frame, across any instrument. You want to trade small caps, you want to trade large caps, you want to trade indexes or futures, it doesn't matter. You want to invest, this works. So that's why I'm developing the path to consistent profitability. That's what the Edge Foundry is all about. Is I want to share this with you. I want to help you to get from where you're at right now to consistent profitability. And we have a clear structure in place. That's what the path to consistent profitability series is about. Is I'm going to show you. I'm about to lay out exactly how you get to your goals in trading. So day one, step one, the first thing that I would like you to do is not go out and find a strategy or log into our brokerage, nothing like that. The first thing I think we need to do is make sure that our mental game is straight. And I'm not talking about trading psychology specifically, because when you're talking trading psychology, you're probably talking like you already have edge, you already have a strategy, and for some reason, you're not executing it properly. That's trading psychology. That's not what this is. This is more belief that you can do it. And, you could look into the mirror and say, I can do this. I can be consistently profitable. You can do that as much as you want. And it might help. But the truth is, your subconscious is smart enough to know that unless you have an actual strategy to get there, unless there's a proven ability that people can actually do this, then it doesn't believe it. Then your subconscious doesn't believe that you can actually get there. So I think if you did a deep dive, you might find that you're not 100% clear on your motivation. How do I actually get there? Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to lay out the path so that you see the way that it works. Once you get done all the videos, I'm confident that you will look back and say, oh, yeah, well, obviously that makes sense. Now I know what the work is. I just got to put the work in to develop the strategy. For me, though, when I was starting out, I didn't have any of that. So what I had to rely on was just that other retail traders did this. I just needed to know and have confidence that it can be done. So I would watch some YouTube videos of people that had inspiring stories. That would help a bit. I also bought this book here. It's called Momo Traders. And the reason I bought it is because it features some traders that were they were prominent on YouTube at the time. So we're talking like Tim Gurtani, Michelle Koenig, Nate Michaud, Phil Godeker. So these were popular on YouTube, these people, when I was learning to trade. So I bought the book. There's 6 other traders in there, retail traders that made it. And I went back to that book for motivation. Another one was Unknown Market Wizard. I read all the Market Wizards books, by the way. If you don't have Audible, download Audible. You should be reading books, listening to books. We always want to be gathering more information as we're trying to grow as people and as traders. So Unknown Market Wizards is great. Most of the Market Wizard books are about institutional traders and hedge fund guys, but Unknown Market Wizards does feature some retail traders. So this was good. I read Unknown Market Wizards, or listened to it, I guess, on Audible many times. So that helped me, because at some point you hit a brick wall and you get frustrated, and I just needed to stop looking at charts, stop looking at YouTube videos, and just go back to believing that this can be done. And I think if you're going to go through the work and the process of developing a profitable strategy, and of learning all of the steps and the skills it takes to develop a profitable strategy, I think step one is motivation. Make sure your motivation is right. Another book related to this is called Happy Money by Ken Honda. And it's not so much about learning to trade as it is learning to heal your relationship with money. You see, the way that we make money, having to get up early and leave our houses, and we're exhausted, and the experience of being at the office or at work or a job site or whatever it is that you're doing, it's not pleasant. And we spend most of our time there. And so that gets tied back to money in our minds. Then you come home after that miserable experience to a bunch of bills and emails about things that need to be taken care of. And there's not enough money to go around, and the kids need things. And, it just all results in a really negative viewpoint of money. But if we're going to go down this road of making money in the stock market, it's nice to heal it. So Ken talks in the book about how money is a tool and it is emotionally neutral. So I think it's important to get there and maybe even reframe money in a more positive way. So for day one, what I'd like you to do is download that book by Ken Honda, get onto Audible, download the book, start listening to it. But for the most part, this first video, this first step, is just something to put in your back pocket. When you're running low on motivation, you're not 100% sure you can do this, or you're kind of doubting yourself, you need to come back to this video. You need to come back to Unknown Market Wizards. You need to come back to whatever it is that's going to motivate you to believe in yourself, that you can do this. The next video in the series is about strategy, and not about really drilling down into strategy yet, although we will get to that, and that's important. The next video is about play. You just need to go out there. You need to enjoy yourself. You need to get excited about trading, about what strategies are out there. It's an important part of the journey. I mean, you can't hate trading, otherwise you're not going to do well at it. You want to enjoy the process, not just the making money, but the process of developing edge, the excitement that comes along with it. You want to enjoy every step of the way. I'll see you in the next video.